The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Duarte. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Karapateas. Grabbed behind the line, it's Duarte. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Complete in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Goes to the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking for space, it's Duarte. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Using the quick game, they'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Karapateas. Safe completion on the screen. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Back to pass, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
This time it's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 45, on his way. Turning it on. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air, it's Karapateas. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Duarte. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Karapateas. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Williams. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The give on the option. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Hand off from the gun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they've faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 18 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's a little more urgency attached to it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's Carr. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The handoff to Johnson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. The give to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here.
Number 16 on the field goal.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And You've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the tailback. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run it to the right. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll give it to Johnson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the single back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Irish! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3's coming soon.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a man. It's Karapateas. Throws for the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big...
There he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job of knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Moving. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Finds a little space. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quick release by the QB. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Trying to run, it's Young. Heading to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
He's going to let it go. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the...
Turning it on! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to pass, it's Karapateas. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Give to the single back. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
fourth down.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. Third and long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the fourth down now, trying to get the football back.
No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
That keeps the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Lets it fly.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking for room. It's Duarte. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Just feeds the running back. Across the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Shakes off the defender. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Power football with the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to the run. Picks up the first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A strike downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.